Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was hard to pop all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't get the football away like he did last week.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Ewing. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, Sampson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
17 more yards.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Bengals 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Ewing. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll go with the keeper. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, You make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's to the tight end Helm. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's another Browns.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try to knock it loose.
Here's 3rd and 9.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Ewing. That is caught. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Sampson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Ewing. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The Bengals had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they'll 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
17-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Burrow. This is Coleman with a grab. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll try and do this himself. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10.
They'll send Judy in motion left. Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the
Good push up front, and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to run.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's another Browns 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Ewing. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Down to about the 45. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Ewing. The completion to Riddle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Sampson to the 27-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun. Ewing over the middle, complete to Judy. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13.
Bengals nothing.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. A solid stiff arm. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And Burrow going to throw again. And that one complete once again to Higgins. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
3rd down.
Here's Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And that is no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and 9 here. Back to throw. Ewing. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
It's 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go on 4th down. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. 2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Off play action, Ewing. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. 2 yards on the play. And the Browns first down.
On first down, Sampson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Ewing. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Browns first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cleveland.
They'll run on first down. Whitehead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Ewing. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
And it brings up third down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
A gain of only a yard.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Burrow will throw. Completes it to Coleman. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, nice move. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
An inside run with Judkins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Quinshon Judkins, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Bengals 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 24-yard line.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Ewing. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
11 more yards. That's another Browns.
On first down, Whitehead. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. From the 47, it's second and 5. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
In motion left is Higgins. From the gun on third down, Ewing. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And the Bengals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Burrow looking to pass. Pressure comes and down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McPherson on for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Ewing. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle they go. Whitehead. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
second and 6.
Second down and 6 now. Operating from the gun. Ewing. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. That one looks like he'll throw here. The completion to Riddick. And he will have the Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Browns, after the home loss, they rebound with a good road win to get back to 500. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.